Hello, everyone. I guess I'll wait a couple minutes, see who shows up. In the meantime, because this is going to be saved, hopefully. Last week it wasn't. Um, what was this? We're building an audience. Oh, okay, so I guess we're just waiting for people to show up. Hey, how's it going? We made it. You're my first guest tonight. Oh, all right, great, great. All right, we got two, three, four, no, three people so far. All right, perfect. I wanted to give people a couple minutes for this to get going. So, without further ado, I'm going to talk about today's tea. It's going to be Daydreams at Dusk. This is actually, I was talking a little bit about it last week. Yeah, thanks. This is my sleepy time tea, which is going to be... it's got peppermint, lemongrass, and chamomile with the additions of ginger and pineapple. Now, I've had the mixture of the lemongrass and the peppermint. This was just my own creation, but I never had it with the extras, so I don't know how the pineapple and ginger are going to affect it. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better, more flavored. But the peppermint and lemongrass alone were amazing. And I added a little bit of chamomile to give it a more flowery flavor to it, as well as getting the whole sleepy time aspect of it going down the line. So the way that this one is going to be prepared, it's going to have, I'm setting my electric tea kettle, sitting over there. Yeah, there we go. I set it to, hey Sarah, I set it to 212 degrees, and it's going to be steeping for about 5 minutes. So once this, once the water is ready to go, I'll start the process. Now I'm going to show you the first reactions. I haven't tasted it yet. I don't know what it smells like, so we'll give it a shot here. Open it up real quick. Now, first impressions. Ooh, okay, the very first thing I smell is the peppermint. It's very strong, but not overpowering. Yeah, exactly. It's the money shot. Oh, look at this face. It's so good. No, then the next thing I smell, surprisingly, is actually the lemongrass. It's a little bit muted, but it's right up there with the chamomile. Like it's definitely like a 50-50 shot of scent. So I'm gonna put about a teaspoon and a little bit more than a teaspoon, because my teapot makes about 2.5 cups. So, by the sounds of it, the water is, hey, Becca, you made it. Can you hear, at least? I don't know, we'll see. By the sounds of it, my water's almost done, so I'm gonna give it a couple of seconds. Hey, Kara. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the water's pretty much finished, so it's going to take another second or two. So I've already pre-sweetened the pot. I put 2 packets of stevia in there, and that really does a great job, because you don't need too much of it to make it sweet, which I prefer. It's about, I think it's 2 or 3 times as sweet as sugar. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you guys can troubleshoot it. I'll just keep on going. So yeah, I think I might want to put some honey. I didn't have any last week, but I picked some up yesterday. I don't really use... you see, I beat you to it. I do use honey on occasion. It depends on the flavor. With this particular blend, though, it doesn't really need... Hey, Nicole. It doesn't really need a whole lot of sweetening because yeah, exactly. It doesn't need a whole lot of sweetening because the natural flavors of it with the lemongrass and the peppermint, it's already got that refreshing flavor to it, so you don't really need to give it too much of an oomph, you know? On top of that, you have the pineapple in there, which is naturally sweet and naturally citrus. So it's gonna be a nice, hopefully even flavored tea. This is okay. My water is done, so I'm just gonna give it a pour here. Ah, perfect. And let the timing begin. Now, unlike last week's, this is a completely herbal blend. There's no tea leaves in it, so I don't really have to worry about oversteeping. Usually when I steep it as an iced tea, I leave it in for when it's an herbal blend. It can stay in for an hour, 2 hours. You can keep it in as long as you want, and not have to worry about the flavor going soft. So it's 9:07 now. So we'll give it until what 9:13. My math is a bit off. This is why I was never good at counting. Let me see. So yes, I'm totally going to use my hands right now. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was off by one. Not bad. Not bad for going off the top of my head. But anyway, like I was saying, now if you oversteep other teas, like green, black, and white, it usually sours the flavor or gives it a bitter aftertaste, and you want to avoid that. So if you want to make a really good cup of tea, you want to have the water temperature controlled as well, so you don't pull out too much of the flavor too fast and then get to the stem of the tea, which gives it a good, hey Jose, what's up? It's gonna give you like a soapy flavor in green teas and a really bitter flavor in black teas. I've never oversteeped white tea. I don't drink it that often, but when I do, I would imagine from the taste, it's going to be more on the black tea kind of side to it with the bitter flavor. But this is only speculation. I haven't really done it myself yet. So let me see, 9. I have 3 minutes left. So I'll give you the first impressions once it goes through. Let me clean up a little bit here. So anybody have questions before we get the pleasure of drinking whatever's on the menu today? Oh, my computer just went to sleep. Anybody? No questions? Nothing? Come on, I know you want to troll me, Jose. You're thinking about something. Anyway, okay. So I'll... Oh, there we go. Sound like a wondrous guru. Thanks, I appreciate that. Well, is it... Yeah, it comes in the bag already. I know that that's where you're going with this. But anyway. Okay, so let me see. It's I got 2 more minutes on this. So, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Oh, I don't. Oh yeah, of course the Rasta taste. I knew it was gonna be either way. It was gonna be either a Rasta joke or a teabagging joke. Let me see. How would you taste? How would you rate the strength from lowest to highest? Is this just in teas in general, or this particular one? How it compares to others? Anybody? Well, while I wait for the rest of that question, I'm going to talk a little bit about the charity that it goes to. This one goes to the Wounded Warriors Project. The Wounded Warriors is more like it's for veterans who have been wounded in battle and they come home and they Okay, so we're just talking about tea in general. Well, surprisingly, I found that the white teas are very very light flavored until you pair it with something. So if it's just plain white tea, you'll usually get, depending on what kind of leaf, you get water that's barely got any flavor to it. Or if you pair it with the strawberry, you get like a very, very hard strawberry flavor with a little bit of black tea taste, but not too much. The absolute strongest tea I've had is actually a green tea, but it's not just any ordinary tea, it's a matcha, which is the grounded green powder tea. So when you drink it, it's basically like drinking the plant. You have this really strong, grassy taste to it, and it's definitely an acquired taste, but nonetheless, it's really really good for you. Yeah, it's basically drinking the lawn. But I like it. You know, I've had to start with lesser green teas, but after a while, you build up a tolerance for it. A tea rum, yeah, they put that in cocktails all the time, and I did not actually know about that until maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I mean, I don't drink, so I have no idea that you could mix teas with mixing teas with alcohol, but yeah, that's something that's just interesting. Oh, I believe it. Okay, so the tea is now ready. Just gonna mix it in a little bit. Okay, yeah, first thing off the bat is a very sweet chamomile. You don't really taste the peppermint as much as you smell it. But that's just the first grazing, I guess you can say, because it's not exactly a sip. So, Teresa, if you get to see this, I'm using your Tetris. Good stuff. All right. So, I'm going to pour my first cup. And the first thing, once you air it out, you smell mostly the chamomile. Let me see. Chamomile and the lemongrass. You don't really smell the peppermint once it's steeped, which is surprising because the peppermint actually has the strongest scent to it when you open the bag. But you know, when you pour it out, it completely changes its sensory. So once again, I'm gonna do my first tasting, and keep in mind I'm supposed to slurp it. So if that grosses you out, don't worry, it's all in the script. Ooh, that's very nice. It's a very smooth flavor. And it's what I find interesting. I don't know if it's the stevia that's really doing it, but oh, hey Marie, I didn't even see that you came in. I don't know if it's the fact that I put a little bit of stevia in here first, but the lemongrass comes in. What was that? Okay, got a cool class on how herbs are doing. I actually don't know much about the herbal benefits. I know tea in general has tons of benefits. I mean, you get they're packed with antioxidants. It boosts your immunity. It boosts your digestive system. For matcha itself, it's like a super tea. It pretty much does everything from like what is it? Wonder if they are? Yeah, they are organic. They're also vegan friendly. There's no chemicals. It's all natural. Hey, Angel. It's all really all natural. It doesn't get any better or fresher than this. So as I was saying, it's probably it might be the sugar, but once you drink it, yeah, it has tons of antioxidants, and it's yeah. Oh, and I've actually learned a lot from Google doing this. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. The flavor that comes out the most once you actually drink it is the lemongrass, which is surprising because it gets you have three stages here of impressions. When you first open it and you smell the peppermint first. But when you steep it and you smell the chamomile, and then when you taste it, you taste the lemongrass. So I find that very surprising. I've never experienced something like this on at first try. So being that this is one of my designs, I had no intention of it. I just knew that the peppermint and the lemongrass go well together. But when you experience it with the additions, and when you experience with the feel, the taste, the overall sensory overload, it becomes this really, really interesting experience. It's really good. Hey Angel, what's up? We got two angels in here. This is my boy from New York living in Philly now. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about why is everybody showing up when I'm like already most of the way through this? Hey Ralphie, what's up? Okay, so anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the charity that. Oh yeah, Maria's from Philly too. Anyway, before I get too sidetracked again, I wanted to talk about the Wounded Warriors. I think this one is the one that's based out in Canada. I didn't find one that was based in the U.S. anywhere. But, I mean, whatever helps, I'm not trying to single anything out, but all of the teas that I design, they all get I try to diversify as much as I can. Yeah, for real. Oh, Heidi too. Look, everybody's coming in at the last minute. Anyway, so I wanted to recap for all you latecomers. Where'd I put? Oh, right in front of me. Yeah, I kind of lost the bag here. All right, so this Daydreams at Dusk. It's my sleepy time tea. That one has lemongrass, peppermint, pineapple, ginger, and chamomile.